Hi. Good morning, Annie.
Morning, Tamra.
I just woke up. Thanks for the notice.
Yeah, it's confusing. On Facebook, there is also the same working on the collective, but then on the 25th. And well, you posted also for today, the 30th. So
Oh, okay. I wonder if that was for. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know if anybody'd show up because hardly anybody showed up last week. I mean,
last
last
week,
month. Yeah. So I was like, okay, is anybody really I'm doing this for you guys? Is anybody really interested? So
yeah,
there is interest. Hi, Kim. Hi, Annie. Good morning, you guys.
morning. Morning.
This is what I look like when I roll out of bed without my hair combed.
Yeah, you look good. You're looking
uh,
good.
God, you guys, there's so much going on. And any of you in the United States?
No, Netherlands.
Netherlands, okay. Kim in the United States, there's so much going on, Kim, that mainstream media isn't talking about. And it's really important for us to work on this stuff. And it's happening all over the world. I mean, all the pedophilia and slavery rings are all being busted and arrested. They've
Good.
locked a lot of people up. I think Hillary Clinton and the Podesto brothers and Soros are locked up. And they're not saying it. Obama might even be locked up. They just raided Obama's Thailand house a couple days ago.
Okay. And you know that how?
Because I do research that I don't talk about. Because it's so interesting. I've never followed politics because it always sucked, but things are just being blown right open. And so it's exciting and fun and entertaining. And I'm so thankful that all this is happening because they're all pedophiles. They kill babies, and I mean, there's like 6 million children missing every year around the world. I mean, it's just really sick of what's going on in this world, and we need to. I mean, it's being cleaned up, but we need to help it be cleaned up and to open people's eyes to what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd really like us to work on the collective consciousness of really unmasked and alchemy of the third dimension so that people can really see the truth, because people don't want to see the truth. They don't want to know that's going on. And again, I know it's just an illusion and this is really all just a video game and there's a higher purpose for this. But we are humans and we are living on the planet. So, and we know how to work with the collective consciousness. So I think it's really important that we help open that up, because remember, we're all one and we're all connected. So when we're doing this work, we're helping everybody on the planet open their eyes. Mm-hmm. and to be able to go into world peace, and all that gunk has got to be open and healed, you know. So because when you have things shoved down, you can't go into that total love, because you still have all that stuff and those feelings and those emotions and those fears. And it's important to release all of that so we can go into that pure source love. So if you guys would like to join me, just go into your hearts. You don't have to go outside of yourself for anything, because everything's inside of you. Okay. So I invite you to go into your hearts and let's run Alchemy of the Third Dimension. Mm-hmm. Hi, sweetie pie. I'm on a call right now. You can take my phone and call your mom here. Okay. Can you shut the door, please? Okay, let's add in unmask.
On a video call,
There you go. Okay, go in the other room. Okay, let's bring in unmasked. Anger and resentment. That and disconnect from disease consciousness. So much of this is man-made. We don't need it anymore. It's unnecessary. Honey, can I talk to you when I'm done, please? Thank you. Sorry, guys, my granddaughter's here. Victim, victimizer. Imagine plugging everybody into safety and love and acceptance. Okay. Is there anything you guys like to bring up or have questions about or would like to do or like to include in this? Being angry at the system, disconnect from war consciousness, separation of country, cultures, religious, unconditional love for humanity, oppression of women worldwide, light versus dark, good and evil. Okay, let's include all of those. Okay, how are you guys doing? Whew, that was beautiful.
Good.
You know, we're doing this in the collective, and it's just, you know how the energy goes, it just keeps going and going and going and going. So we activate it. It's just going to keep clearing people out. I know we're going into world peace. I know it. I totally know it.
Good.
Yeah, suppression of women is ending. All this stuff is ending. And I know it's going to take a couple years for us to really see it all. But it's all happening. It's funny, I was working with Shoshone yesterday, and she's all, how are you with patience? And I was activating this new blueprint within me, and patience wanted to be activated. I said, no. It's new blueprint, you know, and patience is there. And I said, no, you are not coming in. I
Why?
said, trust, yes. Patience, no. I'm not a very patient person, and I like it that way.
Okay.
I think I'm patient enough. Oh God, how are you doing, Annie? From yesterday.
Good.
Good.
Yeah. Feeling lighter.
Good.
Definitely, yes.
Good. Good. Nice. How are you, Kim? I don't think we've ever really spoken. You're so quiet.
This is all new. As you can see, I'm not a people person. But I'm glad to be working on this, and it feels like important, or I feel like I'm fulfilling something
Good.
besides just myself, other people, and I like hearing about the world peace and different stuff. I was thankful this week or last week I read about because I'm Native, and it talks about some things coming, and the children will be able to be safe, travel wherever they are, and that
Yeah.
is a big wish for me as well. So it's like, and then you're saying
Absolutely.
it's changing, so it's good. I'm glad. I feel more I don't know if it's hope or just confidence that this is working. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. So
Yeah. I love that you're
thank
Native.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I'm Cherokeed. I don't know what percentage, but yeah. I love the Indian part of me. I claim Indian and French. I'm really a Heinz 57 from what I understand, but those are the two I claim.
I think Ireland's part of me as well, but I don't know what part.
Yeah.
Maybe past lives, but that's what I connect with. So
Yeah. Well, and I really should say Europe too, because I go over to Europe and I feel like I'm at home. I have a hard time coming back. And when I'm here, I mean, seriously, I've been back since the end of August, and I've wanted to take off at least 100 times, planning on moving over there for 6 months. Like, how do I do that with my cats, though? If I didn't have cats, I'd be gone. They've kept me grounded, and Creator keeps telling me, no, you're staying, you're staying, you're staying, you're staying. It's like, now I want to go. I want to know you're staying, staying right where you are. It's like, okay. It's like, well, maybe I'll move over here or move over there. No, you're staying. It's been quite a battle inside of myself to stay put where I'm at. And it's such a beautiful area. It's ridiculous that I want to leave, but oh well.
I feel like that about why I've always wanted to go since I was a kid, and I've never been. But
Go.
I didn't even have kids or pictures of it. And then it's like every time I try to go, something happens. And then my kids said I couldn't go without them. And now I got grandkids, and I thought my grandkids, they want to go with me. But it's just like still pause. So I said, when my son graduates high school in a year and a half, I'm going,
Yeah.
no matter what.
Go.
So I feel,
Go.
yeah.
It's so worth it. Even if you can just go for a couple weeks, go. I usually go for a couple months and rent short-term rentals, so I'm not in, so I can cook and all that kind of stuff myself.
Oh yeah.
But if you're going to be jumping around from country to country, which is really easy to do there, they've got B&Bs everywhere, which are the best.
Yeah, I'd like to make that my home base and then travel and do things. And I like what you've been doing, traveling, going with your mystery school, which I'm planning on signing up for and doing. And I really want to go to that England thing, so I got that in my wishes fulfilled. Doing things. I really like what you've been doing with the energies and the
Thank
divine
you.
feminine stuff. And so I'm really looking forward to being more physically a part of it. So
Yeah. Yeah, the mystery school that's coming up in February, I'm really excited about it. I don't know what's going to happen. I didn't know what was going to happen in the last one. They just told me I had to teach it. And it's really been with all this stuff that's unfolded. Do it, okay, and then it unfolds. Like the medical intuitive class, I was blown away what I taught. I had no idea what I was going to be teaching in that class. And when I taught it, it was like, this is amazing. In the mystery school, were you on in September or August when I did it?
No.
Oh,
I just
man.
came on September. I just learned about this and signed up for September.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the mystery school, it was really amazing. It was really incredible. And I was blown away. I mean, because I just done a week tour with these people going all over England. And then the next day I was exhausted, because you're in all these energy centers that just in these crop circles that the energy is just so high. So, it raises your vibration. So you're just like, poof, you're knocked out. So I sat down totally exhausted and knocked out. Within the first hour, all tiredness was completely gone. And the stuff that came out of my mouth just blew me away.
Do you mean the webinar you did?
Yeah.
That was wonderful.
Were you on?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a full day webinar. It wasn't it good?
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Yeah, it was, I was just channeling and sharing information that they were telling me. None of this was my idea, to go in the bottom of the pyramids and do rejuvenation, add diamonds in our DNA. And it's like, what? You want me to start with what? You can't start with this. You got to be kidding. I'm arguing with them,
Mm-hmm. I use the diamond often.
Do you? I was activating it and working with it yesterday. Yeah, because it just brings the energy just that much more,
By the way, which works better, using the diamond to release something or polar opposites?
Whatever you want, honey. Whatever you connect with works. I mean, because you can just go into I love polar opposites activation. Oh my God. That's such an amazing activation. But to work with the diamond energy, imagine the diamond in your heart and run the polar opposite activation.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. All these activations, which I've done before, I'm going to copy these off and do a webinar on these. Everything you gave me today, Annie. Because it's time to do this again. I was getting that when we started the call. It was time to do this again for, put it out there. I haven't done these activations in a couple years on a call, and it's time to do it again. Mm-hmm. So thank you.
You're welcome.
There's so much that even just tangents or branches, it's just so much more energy, and then you keep learning, you're like, oh, I gotta go back to this, and oh, there's another one, and it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm glad to have met you.
Hi. Isn't it fun?
It is.
I mean, if we got to play a game, let's play a fun one, I know we're winning. They keep showing me. They showed me when I was in England last time, they showed me this big chessboard, this big marble chessboard. They woke me up, and I think they showed me the Eye of God and to use that energy. And then now they've said, just go into your heart. you know, wherever you feel more comfortable. And then they showed me this big chessboard. And, you know, they've already showed me it's a game. They showed me that years ago. But they said, you know, you make a move, they make a move, they make a move. You know what I mean? And I already know I'm a winner. I already know we're winners. So
I think that's why it's so important for us to do this.
Yeah.
Working on the collective.
Yeah, because we're helping the collective. And we're helping ourselves. We're helping our families. You know, we're helping our neighborhoods. We're helping our cultures. You know, it goes through the bloodlines, everything. It's just so amazing. And that we get to play with this. I mean, how fun is that?
Yeah, that's why I love this.
Yeah. I love changing my life, and I love helping people change their lives. It just gives me goosebumps, you know, to be of service.
Okay.
I used to wish that I didn't bring kids into this.
Oh, yeah.
Why? Yeah, and then it came up again, thinking about the kids and grandkids, and I was running energy, and Mary Magdalena came, because I start doing more of the heart one. I start finally working what you're saying, working, bringing it into that. And Mary Magdalena said, well, then I wouldn't have anything to fight for or motivate me. I wouldn't really have motivation, really. And I had to think about it, because I always thought I would. I always thought I would still want to be motivated, but I don't think so. I would be just off doing whatever. I'd probably be really more reckless than I had been. So I think
Yeah, probably me too. Well, I didn't want to bring kids into this. And I thought there was way too many kids in the world. And there were all these kids that were unwanted. So I adopted mine. I didn't have kids. So I adopted them. And that was always a plan, to adopt. So, yeah, I adopted. I mean, as a 6-year-old child, I knew I was going to be adopting. I already knew that about myself, that I would be doing that. And of course, I already know them, you know. I mean, my son Kyle and I have been friends for eons and eons, you know, and we've always been more friends than mother-son, which has kind of caused issues in some ways, you know. Because I wasn't strong enough with him, but he learned. But my little one, you know, I've seen lifetimes where he's been in my life before, and I can imagine loving anybody more, and I love my kids. But
I was wondering about your kids course, like if you had more information about that. I was excited because I thought with the grandkids, you know, they're 6 and 5 and 4, they're like the perfect age, and I was just interested in that. I mean, like oldest Olivia was 6. I was running energy, and she come in, and I was just thought, well, why don't you connect with your fairy family?
yeah,
And ask them, like trying to get her to do it. So she says, oh, okay. So she thought, and all of a sudden she started rubbing her hands together and going over her face, and she goes, well, it's not working. So I had her, you know, tell me what she did. So she said, well, I asked them and they said this. So I did my hands. I go like this. And so I did it on her and showing her different ways. And I go, you feel that? She goes, so the next morning she felt better. I go, see, it worked. You better thank your fairy family. She goes, okay. Because she just loves fairies and unicorns. And she goes, so she felt more confident. Like, yeah. I said, yep, you did a good thing. They helped you. They answered you. And so,
yeah.
so I was looking.
Yeah, I'm doing that with my granddaughter now. I've been trying to figure out how to do children's classes. So I think what I'm going to do, and this has really been on my heart, cancel a lot. And I think what I'm going to do is just record the modules, because it's hard to have kids on and have them, you know, and actually sell the video to the parents, so that'll help the kids do the healing and to work with fairies and unicorns. I've been working with my granddaughter on unicorns, and I was teaching her about a month ago. We went out to breakfast. I was taking her home, and I was talking to her about unicorns and how she could talk to them and stuff like that. And then this rainbow came through the window and went on my coffee cup. And she goes, look, Grandma, the unicorns gave us a rainbow. So now she's seeing rainbows everywhere. And we bought her a bicycle the other day for Christmas. I had her pick it out after Christmas. And it's got unicorns on it with rainbows. And we didn't realize that when we were walking out of the store after she picked it out. I looked at the stickers on it. I said, look, honey, you got your rainbow and unicorn bicycle. So she's now talking to them. So imagine if we're doing this with kids and teaching them this stuff. So they're not closing that down, they're keeping it open.
But so I think it would add so much more of the innocence and the peace they have to this world's peace. I think that's why I was excited for it. So that's awesome.
And it spreads. Yeah. So I'm gonna start recording like this week because I'm dropping my granddaughter off. So right after New Year's, I've got so many things going on. But I'm gonna record these modules. And I'll give the first one away free to so that people can use it with their kids, and then I'll start charging because obviously I need to make money to live.
Yes.
So
definitely. Still worth it.
Yeah.
It means more when we're actually paying for it too.
People respect it more. When I give away things for free, people don't respect it. I've noticed that. If you go onto my YouTube channel, the Mystery School, the first hour is free on YouTube. Have you seen it?
Yes. Yep.
Oh, okay, good. So I was gonna say, if you want that diamond, it's there.
Well, that's why I was working up to get the rest of it, so I assumed it would have more instructions on its use and stuff, but it's pretty powerful. That's why I'm excited about it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that whole recording's still available, and I think it came with like 34 activations or something. I mean, a lot of activations. We're going to send that out again. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go. I've got to get my granddaughter out of here. Love you. Thank you for showing up. Since you guys showed up, I'll do it again next month. I think it's already scheduled.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Several months on the 30th.
On the 30th, okay. All right. All right, thank you, Annie. Thank you, Kim. I love this. You know, tell the other practitioners, join in. This is a good time for us to talk, ask questions, you know, whatever we want to do. It's a good time that I can connect with you guys.
Mm-hmm. I think I'll post next time.
Okay. All right, sounds good. And I'll post the replay.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, love you guys. Have a good day.
You too.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year, both of you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.